Hey, good morning, YouTube. It is Sean once again. One of you have requested that I do a video on marketing techniques. I'm going to be discussing some techniques that I have learned from other private patrol operators. And a private patrol operator is a fancy name in the state of California given to those who own a private security company. A while back, about 5 years ago, I did surveys, and those surveys were based on private security company owner applicants, private patrol operators who are going to try to get their license. And I asked this question, do you have clients waiting for you already? And majority of them, upper 70 to 80%, said that they already have clients. So what does that tell you about the private security industry and getting clients? Your clients are already in your network. Now, for those of you who think that you're just going to open a business, security business, and all of a sudden get clients, that's very rare for that to happen. I've known colleagues who in the executive protection industry, they have maybe a friend or a girlfriend or boyfriend that is an upcoming celebrity, and all of a sudden they make it decent, maybe sometimes big, and that's how they end up getting the clients. They're already in the network. They're in Hollywood already. They know people. Those of you who follow Gavin De Becker, he owns Gavin De Becker Associates. He went to Beverly Hills High School, and he was already acquainted with celebrities. Because of that network, he was well connected, and he was able to get contracts very easily because celebrities trusted him. A lot of them knew him already. They went to high school with him. I know a lot of property managers, those of you who manage properties, condos, apartments, who already have the clientele already and the trust with the clients. And based on that trust, clients sometimes they prefer you to provide private security services. Those of you who are in law enforcement or government, many times after your service, a public service, you already forge those relationships with people that might need security services. Okay. Now make sure that you don't do it in a corrupt manner. You don't use your office, and while you're in office, you get these contracts, because you're going to end up in jail. I see it done every year. Every year, I do see councilmen, councilwomen who own private security companies, and they get these contracts, maybe not in the city where they work in, but maybe nearby cities. You can do cold calling. That's hard to do. You call these security company. Sorry guys, I pushed a 16-hour shift. I'm half awake, so if I lose my rhythm of thought, I apologize, by the way. Anyhow, you can make these cold calls to companies that might need security services, maybe retail stores, but that's hard to do. That's really difficult to do. Online, you try to get people through maybe a search engine for your service. You could do that, but again, it's hit or miss. The phone book, Yellow Pages, that's an older school method that you can do. Put out an advertisement. You might pay $350 to $400. That's one way of doing it. Usually, older generations, maybe ages 60 and up, maybe 70 up, they feel more comfortable but just grabbing a phone book and looking for your company. Try that as well. You could try Facebook ads and try to solicit to companies that might need security services. Now let's talk about companies that might need security services. Construction zones, construction sites. You have a brand new development. You might want to approach the owner of that company if you know who they are, because eventually if it's a retail center, they might need security, so you might reach out and touch them as well. Government contracts are hard to get. Very hard to get. You might need between 2 and 5 years of government contract experience before you even a bid for that project. And they usually go to the people that already have been government contractors. But don't feel discouraged. Okay, you just keep applying. I think if you go to governmentbids.com, you might be able to set up an account, and then you get notified whenever there's a new bid, and you have to pay a monthly premium for that. Whether it's worth it or not, it's up to you. Another way of getting projects is through attending security conferences. There's the ASIS, I believe. You attend these monthly events or yearly conferences. You network with other people, and you might be located in an area maybe far away in some desert where some of the bigger security companies might want to subcontract with you some assignments. Whether subcontracting is legal or not, we're gonna discuss in another video whether that's legal to do, or maybe they might just give you the contract because they want to just maintain a positive network atmosphere. Okay. You could try LinkedIn, LinkedIn, advertise your service to other people on there. The thing about private security services is that when you try to come off as a salesman, you tend to turn people off. They don't want to do business with you. They don't want to be sold anything. What I learned is try to be a problem solver. People want to hire private security companies to solve a problem that they have. Maybe it's a crime problem. Maybe it's a problem of employee theft. You got to come off as somebody that offers that solution. Okay? If you're able to do that, then you can gain the trust of this person. Okay? Sell your knowledge. Okay? Try to have them fix a problem. And a technique that I like to use is I like to show people how to fix problems, whatever it is, obviously security related, partly, or maybe sometimes halfway. And the other half of the solution would be my service. People will tend to trust you a lot more. Remember, private security services is a service that they will employ you if they trust you. I mean, they're trusting you with the assets. So they have to trust you as a person first before they trust you as a company. Another thing that I notice is a lot of you are legal immigrants from other countries, African countries, Middle East. There's a lot from Israel and Asian communities. Those of you who are coming from other countries, you probably formed some type of small niche community with other people of your nationality. For me, I am a Dutch Indonesian. My parents were born in Indonesia and settled in Holland. And there's, we have a small, tight niche Dutch Indonesian community, and we trust each other. You might have your own community, and I noticed that many times people within this network, they'll trust other people within this network for the private security services as well. Another technique is become a member of the community. Be a coach in a baseball team, a basketball team, hockey, soccer, you name it. Volunteer out there. Just by your exposure, you're going to be meeting other people. See, if you volunteer in some of these baseball teams, you don't know who the parents are really until you meet them. They might be business owners. They might own apartment complexes. They might own shopping centers. And by you just meeting them and, associating with them, maybe you have children, they're going to trust you. Okay, they're gonna trust you more, and you are gonna be in the best position to get those contracts because they trust you. So definitely volunteer for whatever you can, and meet as many people as you can. I'm telling you, wherever the business owners are, you should be there too. Okay. Hope this helps. Press the like button, subscribe, and press the bell notification so you don't miss another important video. Be safe.